to wait inside, bro.
No.
Honestly.
Hey, me and you play the same game. You play the same game, bro. You're going home.
Cuckoo, you have to wait till we're inside, bro.
Huh?
Oh no, you have to wait till we're inside, bro.
Hey, Cooks, for me, us coach one time if I could also do recovery, you know, like you, bro. One time. Sorry, guys. Big player.
Pick up the socks. What is it filming?
Hey, it's fun.
One more weekend. Big London derby. Who wins it? Chelsea. Or is it going to be Westham United? An upset and a game that Chelsea can go on and keep up the momentum. Momentum is very important. See, let me tell you this. In the history of London derbies and the English Premier League, this is the most difficult one. Chelsea going away to Westham United. In fact, last season, in the return game, Chelsea winning by, I think, 4 goals. But the first one, of course, at the London Olympic Stadium, it was difficult for Chelsea to get the results. And that is what makes this game very, very tough for Chelsea and Enzo Maresca. Again, one thing that if you go into the analysis and before you even get into it proper, there are 3 separate metrics. Anything that Emma game with a on all fronts. And first of all, apart from the historical antecedents of the game, how difficult the game is with respect to London derbies and what have you. Of course, this is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Welcome to Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. It's imperative that when you turn on notification, you do choose all and share the link. We'll be grateful to hear from you in the comment section. If you have any thoughts, any different thoughts, make sure that we hear from you. Again, make sure that you subscribe to the Fiifi-Manfred WhatsApp channel to get all the betting codes this weekend. It is there. I'm going to put the link to the WhatsApp channel over there in the description. So make sure you tap on it. Then you get all the betting. All of the games that's going to go on over the weekend. I'll give you picks in there. I'll put it there for you. Just tap on the link. Tap on the link. Just tap on the link. It takes you straight to the code. Don't change anything because these ones, I take my time in a weekend like this. I research and I make sure that you have it. Again, if you cannot follow the WhatsApp channel, go to my Twitter. My Twitter is Fiifi_Manfred on Twitter. Every weekend, like today, this evening, I'll put up the betting code over there for you. In the morning, I'll retweet it in the morning for you on my Twitter as well. It is Fiifi_Manfred on Twitter. If you are not on Twitter as well, you can go onto my Facebook, which is Fiifi-Manfred on Facebook. I also put a link there. Don't do anything to the code. Just tap on it. Tap on it. It takes you to Betway, and then you can stake your bets in there. So this is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me here. So yeah, big game, London derby. That's going to be a tough one for Chelsea. And Enzo Maresca Kasa on a pre-match press conference. In the pre-match press conference, now clear. I mean, as clear as daylight, and everything seems to be clear with him as to one embo, and that's the first point of the conversation. Still, Malo Gusto and you're ready to come in and play for Chelsea. Nyame Adoma, as the game goes on, Nyame Adoma China in the London derby. Early kickoff. We all know the myth around the early kickoff conversation. So Malo Gusto is not going to be there. You have already seen the video of Enzo Maresca talking about who is his left winger, who is his right winger, and then the fact that they still do not have an idea of Abranti FN regimes and when he's going to come. But the conversation is simple. For Enzo Maresca, they don't want to put any pressure on regimes. Reece is fine. He's getting very close, or he's outside training and stuff like that. But they don't want to put too much pressure on player. No? Say non forcing then issue neighbor. And so what as the video now me watch at the beginning of video now, he keeps on saying, say, do you know what? calm down for regimes. Young players, we say, they have a lot of issues with respect to send one person more bomb, but they be one person more bomb. Am I force them to let them play because they are young, they want to play football, they get played for that. But he, as a coach, Nejumane said he has to manage them, manage their time, manage when they play, manage when they don't play, and their injuries and stuff like that, which is very, very important for him as a manager. And key amongst that conversation was Reece James as a player of Chelsea Football Club, Reece James as captain of Chelsea Football Club, and also Malo Gusto. So it means that immediately there is not going to be Malo Gusto, there is no Reece James. It means that the same problem at Chelsea have in the last game against Bournemouth, there is a possible repetition of that problem in terms of the personnel point of view. But then again, the good news is that Enzo Fernandez is back to the team. Emma Hornum, Kenan Drisby back to the team. The only thing we do not have the right-sided area. And if you go and watch the video that I'm going to show you again, he was asked about Josh Echampon. About Josh Echampon, a young Chelsea player. Your friend Josh Echampon. How is he going to play? Will he fit into his squad? What are his plans for him? And Josh Echampon, a very, very good player. He has plans for him. He's a young player. When you say with time, Josh Echampon is going to get to the top in terms of the quality or the batting. Man, worry. He shouldn't worry at all. He should just prepare. Let us go and watch that video of Enzo Maresca and then in Chelsea pre-match press conference against Westham United. Then we come back and do the in-depth tactical breakdown with respect to Chelsea players available, how much West Ham will play, and how Chelsea will set up against team and friend of West Ham. Let's do that right now.
It's something automatic. You need progress. You need progress. Yeah, you need progress. So I think the squad is good, but the only way to reach some important target like top 4, just to try to be focused on game after game. Otherwise, if you think about April, May is too far.
Okay, it goes to right.
Hello.
Yeah.
So we've seen Sancho's impact in a short appearance. You've got a few options on the left. We've seen Neto play very impressive on the right at Wolves. Is that an option for you to put him alongside Noni?
I will. Hopefully, I can clarify. So, as a left winger, we have Jadon and Misha. As a right winger, we have Noni and Pedro. As attacking midfielder, we have Joao and Cole. As a number 9, we have Nicolas and Cristo. There are not so many players. We have 2 players each position. Now, Cristo can play as a 9, can play attacking midfielder, and can play winger. Yes. I don't know. Keenan Disburiol can play pocket and can play wide. Yes. So we have. Then Pedro was playing like left winger because Jadon was not here, was not fit, and Misha. Between him and Jadon and Pedro, I prefer Pedro for that game. Doesn't mean that I will prefer always Pedro. But in terms of position, we have Misha and Jadon, Pedro and Noni in the right side. Then we have Cole, Joao, Cristo and Nico in front. So the squad is quite clear in terms of position. All of them, they for sure we can move them. Like I said, Cristo played the first game against City as a winger. So.
Perfect. Well, Cobham is one of the best academies in the world. We've got Josh Achiampong, who's a right-back, incredible right-back. You've had some issues in the right-back area. Is he actually ready to get minutes? Is he ready to be involved in the squad?
Josh, I really like Josh. Yeah. For me, potentially, it can be top player, top defender for the future. Now, with young players, I have quite experience, and I like to very to modify them a little bit, because today for the young players they can change very quick. They can quick think that they are so good or so bad. So I think you need to be you need to moderate a little bit the way they join us.
Last one, please.
We've seen Madrid progress over his time at Chelsea the more minutes he gets. But how do you as a manager continue to develop the young players you have in a period where they get less minutes or they're not playing as much?
Training session. Training session is the only way to improve players. And we try to improve all of them every day, with some of them doing some extra session at the end. Misha is one of them. But as I said before, in this moment he's not playing. That means that he's not going to play in the future. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Got time for 2 more. We'll go Rob and then finish with Simon.
Hi, Enzo.
Yeah, so I'm sure you've seen that video, and in there, Enzo Maresca said a few things. And first of all, I am taking it from the clarity or the by with respect to how his players have to play, all the positions and the players elbow. You remember, he spoke about Pedro Neto on the right hand side, and in there, and 2 days ago, the medical can has he said the best thing that you get from Pedro Neto is to play him at right wing. So it means that it is clear, say, no ni madu case competition, any Abrantia, your friend Cole Palmer, no ni madu case competition. Pedro Neto. As it stands now, the starting right winger, Noni Madueke, but there's competition from Pedro Neto. The starting left winger, Jadon Sancho, but there's competition from Mihailo Mudryk. The starting central attacking midfielder, Cole Palmer, but there's competition from Jaffel. The starting number 9, Abrantia Feno, Nicholas Jackson, but there is proper competition from Christopher in Kuku in the middle of the park. Obviously, the left hand side there's Kenan Dewsbury Hall. Then there is Enzo Fernandez on the right hand side. There is Moises Caicedo in there. You can have Cesare Casadere in there. Then as a number 6, there is Romeo Lavia in the middle of the park, also dictating the pace of the game. Then you go to the left hand side as fullback. There's Marco Correa, there's Renato Viega. Then the centre backs are in there. So it looks as you say across the field of play in Chelsea for two players everywhere. In Chelsea are clear. And the only reason Tiana Obo Pedro Neto on the left is because one, he didn't fully trust Mihailo Mudryk. And now he doesn't also believe, say, Raheem Sterling can give him what he wanted. So immediately he knew that Pedro Neto is ambipedal, both on the left and on the right, and it could be a stopgap for the left-hand side until, say, Jadon Sancho will return. That's exactly what he did, and he has a branch of Jadon Sancho in there for his team. In there, you can tell, so there's clarity of thought from coach friend Enzo Maresca in everything that he wants to do, how he wants to play. But see, since Oba, there hasn't been any time I catch a chin and so left by say also qualify for top 4 and as a signing man. No, those things haven't been there. But essentially, he wants to make sure say he meets target for the teams. No, what is going to be your preferred lineup? 11:30 Ghana time. Chelsea versus Westham United in the big London derby. What is going to be your starting lineup possibly inside the game? Now, how are you going to look at it? Unlike Westham, unlike Chelsea. West Ham are accustomed to that, the current one would have to try and keep possession of the ball. I think that the main one, I don't know what you have done thus far, meaning opportunity to win the ball high up the pitch and press and hits them on transition ever presents itself. And Chelsea, West Ham, the first thing you have to know, first let's look at the personnel wise. What personnel at Chelsea, Eddie Room, one, the first question maybe sounds, are you going to start in Kuku or Nicholas Jackson? I'll tell you maybe possible lineup, but are you starting in Kuku or starting Nicholas Jackson? Let me know what your thoughts are. Jadon Sancho looks as you say or no, the left wing he's going to start much now. Number 10 or the central attacking midfielder is going to be Cole Palmer on paper. Noni Madueke looks as he's going to start from the right hand side. In the middle of the park, we still go back to Enzo Caicedo. Romeo Lavia is going to be on the bench as it stands now. Marco Correa on the left hand side. Cowell, Tosin Adarabioyo, and then Wesley Fofana at the back. I think that this is settled at right back. I am very clear that it is not going to be Axel de Sassi. You be more brand here, your friend Wesley Fofana or Bohonum. Senebia Tosin Adarabioyo going to be the CCB, the center back. Obejina Fiifi on one total passes and then break lines from the back. Again, Oshe team and your friend Westham United. There is good physical and aerial threat in Abrante friend Mikel Antonio, and you need somebody like Wesley Fofana. You're very aggressive on him, who will close down on him, who will be very aggressive, who will prevent him from turning the ball over, who will be spot on him, closing on him, or prevent him from turning the ball around and transiting and creating chances. And Abrante friend Wesley Fofana can do that. Now, if you look into right hand side now, Mohamed Kudus usually plays from the right. It means that that's just his left. Now, if he's playing on the right of West Ham United, that means that it's going to be Chelsea's left in there. Now, there's a possible battle between Mohamed Kudus and Marco Correa in that zone area. If Kudus is swapped with Gerard Bowen, it means that we are going to get Mohamed Kudus versus Wesley Fofana. In as much as all of this, and I think that in terms of the lateral conversation is concerned, these two are the best. Having Marco Correa deal with Kudus or having Wesley Fofana deal with Kudus, no, a very, very good one. These two players can deal with him 1v1. Also, say if you have Mikel Antonio drifting central, then the aggression of Levi Cole and Tosin Adrabia will be there to close in on him. Same for Wesley Fofana, that will step up on him and be aggressive on him. That is what you need in a game to say Westham United when they are playing away at the London Olympic Stadium. You need the personalities, you need aggression, you need physicality, because these guys know say Chelsea will have load of the ball, they will transit and then they will play forward. In the starting lineup at the Bomber, the only thing that I know say won't happen, and they say there is no way Christopher Nkunku start as Chelsea centre forward. It's not going to happen. Chelsea will need a transitional and channel running ability of Nicholas Jackson. And important. It is something that Chelsea will need from Nicholas Jackson. Yes, one may see a few chances. Also, games about this season, I see 2 goals. Yes, they are tap-ins and it's man. But the overall game is very important, especially when he's out of the box. He's able to connect and link up play with the back flicks, the return passes, or what they call the wall passes. They are very important for everything that Chelsea do in the build-up phase. Note that it is noteworthy for you to know that in the build-up phase, it's very important. Now, this is a game that me very sure that Chelsea will have loads of the possession. Against Bournemouth, were braver, they were more aggressive. They stepped up into the faces of Chelsea. They prevented Chelsea from playing out from the back. Now, this time, Chelsea beat man, they said they will have loads of the ball. Now, when they have loads of the ball, but West Ham would want to set pressing traps in the middle of the park using Lucas Paqueta and Shisha Kamon in there to turn the ball over with the likes of Julian Edson Alvarez. Then they will go into the channels with Mohamed Kudus with pace and then the ball carrying ability, the ball retention in there, and see if Chelsea can stop them. Now, if they can do that, they need aggression, they need a lot of physicality, and they need to press and counter press very well. West Ham for any money. And it is very clear, West Ham are going to come in the middle of the park. There's going to be Paqueta, who is good on the ball, and play those long transitional balls into the part of Bowen and Abrante and Mikel Antonio. And then there's going to be Shushek, who's going to win the ball for them, together with Edson Alvarez or Honum. The Mohamed Kudus is going to be on the other side with Mikel Antonio. You need a fair bit of combination of aggression, physicality, and then the ability to read the game and step up and nip out danger, which is very, very important. And again, you need your build-up to be spot on. I think that Nicholas Jackson, when it comes to the build-up phase, is better than Christopher Nkunku, and it makes me very, very certain say, although Nkunku was good in the last game, no, I don't think that that's going to happen. It means that Chelsea are building up from the back. We are going to have the back three of Cole at left centre back. We will have Tosin Adrabia at CCB. Now we have 2 players who can really pass to break lines. Tosin Adrabia and Abrante and Levi Cole. Essentially, you want your CCB to pass to break the lines comfortably. So it means that Tosin will do that a lot. He will be calm on the ball. He'll try to break down and pass to break the lines in there. Then Wesley Fofana is going to be there. We are expecting to have, for the very first time, Enzo Maresca will take over Chelsea and Dumano. The inverted role this time from Marco Correa to come next to Moises Caicedo to be at the base. Now, he will help with the press and counter press and cover shadow Moises Caicedo. Anytime he loses the ball, he will be there to nip it up for Moises Caicedo. He will make sure that Caicedo doesn't lose too much of the ball, protect him when he is on the ball, and then transit forward. Then he will push Enzo Fernandez into the left half space. Now, and then number 10 will medical catch us. On paper, it may look like that. But then number 10 will push him into the left half space and then Kobama into the right half space. Then the weight will be kept by Jadon Sancho, who essentially Chelsea being here in La Porsa. When he comes down the game, then there's going to be the channel runs. So person will break it down low block beats the West Ham. Now so or back into a very, very low blocker. One of the things that you can do, the runs in between the outside centre back and the full back. I can several times over here of Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So he is going to do, Enzo is going to do a lot of those runs in there. Marco Correa will try and do a lot of those runs also in there from deep. And then Chelsea will try and break them down from that area. Then, of course, there's going to be Nicholas Jackson in the box. As the game winds, Chelsea still needs a goal. Then they have the quality on the bench. There's Nkunku that can come. There's Wesley Fofana. There's João Felix that can come. There's also Pedro Neto that can come and try and influence the game. And there's the need for the quality across the pitch because it's important in a long season. The possibility for injuries. West Ham biggest threat for Chelsea. And what they can do in transitions. And Chelsea need to do one thing, which is being spot on in pressing and counter pressing. The distances between the last line of defense, now in terms of the rest defense, it should be spot on. So they can close it down, they can be aggressive and then win the balls, turn it over, and then play forward in there for Chelsea Football Club when they are playing against West Ham United, God willing, tomorrow in the English Premier League over there. It's a tough game that Chelsea here, but away at Westham United at the London Olympic Stadium. I put this together and I want to read it out for you. They are not the hardest team to manipulate. I mean, West Ham. So when they set up in their low block and try to press Chelsea beat cause a lot of damage to them. Everything factored. This is how I see Maresca lining up. Jackson is a better CF than Nkuku, and obviously medical culture, but performances have to be rewarded. So maybe Nkuku will start as CF. I don't think that's going to happen. Enzo and Sancho, any ideal pairing, but they can make it work, and it's simple because Enzo on the left hand side, over there you want more of a touchline winger so that Enzo can combine with him, but then Jadon Sancho wants to come inside Kakra. But I think that the whole ball holding ability and the ball retention of Jadon Sancho will be needed, where he holds on to the ball, have Enzo coming close to him to combine and then get in behind. Those combination plays will be important because Enzo would have to go and come in that zone. I think it's a tough game away at the London Olympic Stadium. It's also able to reduce in terms of pressing and counter pressing, be aggressive, prevent West Ham from growing into the game in their faces and reduce set pieces and also defend them well. I think they have a very good chance. So this is my preview. Chelsea versus West Ham United tomorrow at the London Olympic Stadium. Tomorrow, right after the game, I bring you a post-match analysis. After that, add the rest of the other games, and also post-match analysis later in the evening. And then on Sunday, we come back for you. And if Smartcatcher said, go to the link in the description below. I have the Fiifi-Manfred WhatsApp channel. Tap on the link, subscribe to our link, and then you get every betting odds. You don't have to every day come and watch everything. Just what are the betting odds for the weekend. If you go to my Twitter, it's Fiifi_Manfred on Twitter. Subscribe to that as well. Turn on notification. You get all the betting odds. Don't change anything in the odds. Just tap on the link. It takes you straight to the booking code. Take it. And then bets over there on Betway on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, on Facebook as well. It's Fiifi-Manfred. Do same over there and enjoy over the weekend. I wish you all the best. I'll see you.